Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Distant Worlds Universe episode 40 for this series. I'm pausing the game so we can get an idea what our income is. Look at that bonus income, everybody. Wow. That is quite the bonus income. Spaceport income. That's fantastic. Got a lot of trade going on. Probably what's happening is other empires that are at war are stopping in our system. We're conveniently placed in the middle of the galaxy. So they're stopping at our systems to fuel up before they head on their journey to the other enemies. And I think that's having a big impact. Now we are being attacked by these guys here. Let's take a look at their ships. Firepower 2,420. Okay, fantastic. There's no way in hell that I can even combat that. And they're actually pretty far away from me. But we do need to keep our eyes open for a fleet that might potentially be heading towards us, which is why I've got these exploration ships all conveniently placed. So that we can keep an eye. And these two are actually built, so let's go ahead and put one actually here in this area. I think that's a good place. And then the second one, we've already got one here, so I'm not too worried about that. We can see fleets moving around. I guess, let's see, we had one there. We're putting one back here because we took one from there. We're really not at war with anybody in the north. It's mainly the south. So if we put one in this gas, we'll put one here. Just like that. I think that's not a bad idea. And then we still have one over here watching the Guardian fleet while they do the repairs. So that should be fine. And then we moved one up here so that we can track pirates down and then send the first assault fleet to go and destroy some pirates. Now we do have what appears to be a revolt that turned against us. Is that correct? Did these guys actually flip? They did. That's a problem. We may have to now go to war with these guys in an attempt to keep them on our side. Or keep that planet. I really can't have that planet flipping to the Huruncal Confederacy. They have 68,000 firepower. Unfortunately, they're pretty much allies with everybody, and it would probably doom me if I went to war with them. So that's a huge problem. Now I kind of just got to hope that they flip to me, I guess. Now, where's the first landing force? Did I not send them off? I thought I was sending them here. What happened to them? I wonder if I could still do an invasion anyways. Oh, that's right. I sent them here because this place was also having issues. You know, we've got the money. We might as well throw some small spaceport down. It just makes sense to do considering that we'll get the... wow, there's a lot of people not happy. Boy, well... yeah, I guess I'm going to have to do something about that. Clan 6. It says they swapped. No, they did. First landing force heading there now. The first assault fleet's here. So that really shouldn't be that much of a problem. Right? I'd imagine maybe them being in the system makes a difference. Maybe it doesn't. Either way, we should definitely get a spaceport built here. Okay, but, let's go ahead and go to the designs. State bases, small spaceport. We're going to do an auto upgrade real quick. That puts the MK, the Mark III here. Like so. And let's go ahead and do a nice upgrade for this station. Now, do we have a hyperdeni? We don't. We probably don't need any more. Actually, it looks like we might need a couple more if we're going to add more weapons. Alright. Energy collector, we don't need. Now, how are we doing? We've got a lot. It has a lot of firepower. Let's just bump that up a little bit. Impact assault blaster. Awesome. But really, other than that, there's not that much I need to do. Point defense, hyper deny, fighter capacity is something I could work on. Ooh. We're definitely gonna need some more having life. Does it have a It does have that, okay. Troops, standard medical bay. Already have that. Already have recreation. Yeah, so the big thing then is going to be... Let's see. Fighters. Probably a little bit more. We don't need a whole lot more. Let's bump up the having life then some more. So it's calling for it. All right. It says we do not have the supply of required resources to lithium crystals. We'll take a look in a second and see what we need for that. But yeah, let's definitely get one of those built. So it costs a lot and the maintenance is a lot on it, but those spaceports are pretty important. So kind of okay to take to eat the maintenance costs on it. I hope that eventually these planets will be able to cover the cost of their own spaceports. That's what we're hoping anyways. Probably not a bad spot to have a spaceport anyways because it's so far away from our home system. It gives us another spot to refuel, another spot for other empires to refuel. Overall, it's really not that bad of a spot. And that bonus income, look at that bonus income, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, we're almost up to 250,000. I mean, that's just absolutely insane. And that goes to tell you right there, wars definitely broke out because everybody is stopping in my systems to refuel. Now, I haven't seen anybody... Boy, the game's actually running insanely slow. I'm somewhat disappointed because it's making me nervous. Like, how are we going to continue on if the game keeps running this bad? Out of everything I'd want the game to end on, I would definitely want it to not end on lag. And that would just be the worst. But we'll just keep pushing as long as we can. 210 spaceport income. That's nuts. I wonder what they're picking up. So how is the Guardian fleet? I'd like to get the Guardian fleet back here because I'm getting a little nervous. First Assault fleet is going ahead and fueling, and Guardian fleet is completely repaired. Let's go ahead and send them off to refuel. So they should be coming home very shortly. It's great to have the Guardian fleet back as we've definitely missed them. Now, dilithium crystals, something that it's saying we... Ah, yes, we don't have any sources of dilithium crystals. It's very interesting, and we definitely need it. So let's go to dilithium crystal real quick and see what we can find. Okay. Really, those are the only two... Wait, hold on. Asteroids usually carry... Asteroids, I know, will carry dilithium crystal. Really? Huh. That's sort of a problem. Well, these places are pretty far away, but you know what? We're going to go ahead and build on them anyways, because we need dilithium crystal. So they're probably like somewhere's up in this area. And with a spaceport coming in Kalan here, we'll be able to... Our private sector will take care of that. Uh-oh. We've got them moving in on our gas here. And it's not a large fleet, just a couple ships, 2 to be exact. Where's the Guardian fleet right now? Are they too far out? I think everybody's too far out. It's possible I could send... Where's the... Boy, I hate it. I hate it. How everybody's constantly low on fuel. Where's the second defense fleet? Don't I have a second? I guess not. Technically, the homeworld defense fleet's the only people that are available to answer the call. And I don't even know if they're close enough. I don't like moving my homeworld defense fleet out like that, but let's take the first defense fleet. Definitely tell them to refuel, because what the heck? They're not even remotely close to being fueled. Yeah, I definitely hate sending my homeworld defense fleet out of my system, but I think we're going to be okay. How are we on hydrogen? We've got 5 sources of it. Okay, because we're going to be working on hydrogen power soon. Are we working on it now, or are we getting close to? Okay, it's the second one. We're getting high storage capacitors first. Okay, I'm fine with that. Better shields, and then we'll switch to hydrogen. Once we get hydrogen fuel, I feel like it's really going to change the game for us. Okay, actually, surprisingly, sending the homeworld defense fleet there made them turn around. So even though it's just 3 ships, and the 3 ships have a lot of firepower, my homeworld defense fleet was surprisingly enough to actually curtail them away. So that's pretty nice. So let's go ahead and actually take the homeworld defense fleet. and basically have them go back. And we'll see if this fleet here actually turns around. Guardian defense fleet coming in, but they're so low on fuel that they're going to be really slow on the way in. And then with the exploration ship that's there, we don't really need that exploration ship there anymore. So seeming as we had had enemies coming in over in this area, well, actually I've got an exploration ship right there. We've got one there. Okay, we don't have one in this system, so why don't we move to that system? I think that's would be a good idea. So that pretty much got all of our borders covered. Now, this issue here is something I want to deal with. I don't know if I can technically land my troops on the planet and just take it. I mean, it was technically originally my planet, right? They already seem pretty ticked off. I'm just curious. Will they go to war with me if I, like, go and take the planet? I imagine they would, right? They don't even seem any happier underneath their rule, so it just makes me so mad that they flipped like that. Like, I had one of their planets flipped to me, and that was fine, but I don't know, at the same time, they're only upset because they just were a brand new planet. Like, it's hard to balance that. I don't necessarily want to declare, like, an act of war on them, because that would drag a lot of people in, but at the same time, everybody's really distracted right now with other wars going on. And it still doesn't matter. They would still attack me. I know it doesn't matter for a fact. They would definitely still attack me. Do I not have any construction ships over here right now doing this? Where are all my construction ships? Oh, I was going to send a construction ship up to this World Destroyer project. You know what? Give me a exploration ship that I can take. One that's guarding, but not really, like this one maybe not as important. They're all in pretty important spots. Even this guy, because he's up there right now, kind of keeping track of the pirates, because I'm going to try to increase how people like me based off of attacking pirates. I guess the best thing for me to do then is to just go ahead and, wow, holy crap, bonus income almost 400,000. Keep it coming. Now, we all know that's going to die off. It isn't going to last forever, but I'll take it while I've got it. Yeah, I want to build another exploration ship, because we're going to move that up to the World Destroyer project and do some spying up there. Because at some point, I'd like to get my hands on that. It looks like we've got a lot of private enterprise being built right now, too. Not a bad thing. Definitely not a bad thing. Probably with the construction of the new spaceport, it's going to help. Their private sector is going to pick up, especially with all the income coming in. What I'm guessing is happening right now is all of our stockpiles being depleted because so many empires are at war that they're buying resources from my empire, from my private sector. They're buying all sorts of resources and stopping and fueling in my systems. And that's causing the private sector to realize there's a necessity now for these resources. And now they're doubling up on building up their fleet so that they can go out and collect these, and we can see that the private sector is definitely probably paid out. Spaceport income is actually probably a bulk of the private sector because foreign trade bonuses is actually 4K. So actually a lot of it's from the private sector building up, which I'm good with. I'm definitely good with that. Wait for the screen to get out of the way. That's what happens when you play on the largest galaxy you can with pretty much all the empires you can play. I mean, pretty much... Oh, boy. My dog just brought her squeaky toy in the room. I hear it. She's up on my bed with her squeaky toy, so I apologize if you guys hear that ahead of time. I take it away from her every time before I record, and I put it up on a really high spot. And somehow she manages to get up there. One of these days, I'd like to set my phone up and record how she actually does it because I've yet to figure out how she does. Look at all the people coming into my system. I honestly need to check and make sure that all of these guys are allies. Or at least, like, not enemies. Like these guys, we can probably get a mutual... Really? I really like to get... Really? Okay. Well, we'll give him some mining rights. Oh, fantastic. And that was one of the planets that wasn't happy, right? Well, it's definitely one that isn't happy. But that should definitely make a difference. Awesome. Always good to have luxury resources. Just helps with development overall. Before this colony actually gets happy with them, I should definitely probably launch that invasion if it's something I want to do. Oh, they got a bunch of heavy cruisers here. That's interesting. As well as a destroyer hanging out. They're not really that powerful, but they are hanging out in the area. Huh. Where's my first assault fleet? Are they all fueled up? Refuel. I don't know what you guys are doing. First defense fleet's good. I need to constantly babysit these fleets and make sure that they are getting all the fuel they need. I can't wait till we switch over to hydrogen. I feel like that's going to make a big difference. Speaking of hydrogen, here they are destroying one of our hydrogen. Where's the Guardian? They're passing by, aren't they? Well, they already got back to the home system, but they don't have any fuel. Who has fuel that's in the area? First defense fleet. Where are you guys? Okay. Go do your job. Your job is for defense. Go start defending. I might actually even build a second defense fleet. Because right now we're going to be playing pretty defensive. Although the assault fleets have no problem taking that role. And you can see actually as soon as we queued up to go there. That ship that he stopped attacking and it left. So it's funny how that happens. Now is hydrogen still being... Are hydrogen stations still being constructed? There is one there. We've got one here. That's a really good one. Too far out though. Okay, most of these now start getting too far out. Oh, here's one. All the hydrogen I can get, because that's going to be our new fuel source soon. That one's probably too far. But that one's not. That one's not either. There, getting all of our construction ships moving along. That's what I like to see. Keeping the construction ships busy, because they're really just a waste of money if they're not doing something. Here's a construction ship that's been abandoned. First defense fleet's going down there though. Why is it? Oh yeah, look at that. I sent somebody down there though to deal with that. To repair that construction ship, so. Oh, that's what happened. That construction ship was queued up to build a gas mining station there, and then they flew in. Well, we'll send the first defense fleet in there to kind of help cover that. And what's going on here? Did they try to? Are they trying to attack this or? Okay, they're warping out though. They've changed their minds. Our stations are actually fairly powerful. I might have to do another retrofit for the stations soon. Alright, I should have that exploration ship completed. Oh, he's not done yet. That's right, because there was a bunch of ships being built ahead of him. A bunch of freighters. First assault fleet, what are you guys doing? Are you refueling or not? You're heading off to here to refuel. Did I not set up a resupply ship right here for everybody to refuel on? What is going on with that? Maybe you're just not holding enough fuel. Is there more fuel somewhere in this area that we can use? Probably plenty of hydrogen. Yeah, probably plenty of hydrogen in the area. There's some case line. But it's not on that planet? Well, what planet is it on? This one. 64%. Well, I guess it's going to have to do. I don't have any construction ships available to go there either. Oh, I guess the first assault fleet's just going to have to go here. They are good for that distance, right? They're just gonna make it. Okay. That's fine then. It's hard with all these these spy ships up. Trying to track where everybody's coming from. Really, they're on a direct course to my defense fleet, huh? I say bring it on. And I see that they're actually being chased down by... Oh, what's that sound? They're being chased down as well. And they might be... It looks like they're going to get caught, actually. They're kind of just sitting there. Oh, there they go. The enemy's trying to catch them. I say let them come to me. My first defense fleet will hold them off long enough that my allies will definitely... yeah, they are my allies, technically. We should definitely be able to hold them off long enough. My allies will jump in and make a mess of them. I'm not sure if they're going to jump in on my construction. Nope, they jumped right in here. Well, that's their loss. That's what I have to say about that. I imagine it's only a matter of time, too, before those other large fleets come flying in. Oh, we'll wait for it to respond. That's how bad the game's getting right now. And here come the other ships. Fantastic. Let's monitor the first defense fleet. I want to see how they hold up. It looks like they're doing just fine. Especially helps to have allies here helping. Definitely go ahead and target these guys. Got some carriers that launched fighters, which I think the fighters are doing their job. Can't really see them, but I know there's carriers in there with fighters. Oh yeah. There we go. Just dropping the shields right down. They don't stand a chance. Don't stand a chance. Here they go. Components are dropping now. Just wrecked. And I don't even think my defense fleet's even taking any... Actually, they offered me... No. Wait. IM3 gas mining station. Sector G9. Where's Sector G9? I can't look. It doesn't matter. It's not worth... Giving them a mining station is not worth lifting trade sanctions. So, don't have to worry about that fleet harassing me anymore. That was actually the only fleet that was flying around harassing me, so... Now that that's over, I feel a lot better. I still have my Guardian fleet, too, ready to go. And they're nice and fueled up. Let's go ahead and send them up here with the first landing force, because that's actually something I really want to do. Alright, so we are at the end of this episode. Things are starting to really get bad when it comes to the lag, and I'm not sure if there's anything I can really do about it. It's just with the fact that I can see like a ton of stuff. I mean, if I couldn't see it, it might help if I couldn't see all this, but I don't know. It's just how it goes. When you get this far in the game and the empires get this large and the galaxies this large, sometimes the game just slows down, especially when you become allies with a lot of people, because then all the stuff that just kind of happens in the background is now happening in real time for me to watch, and the computer's got to calculate all of that, so it just can be a mess sometimes when you play these larger games. So I think what we'll do is I don't necessarily want to throw the game. Because I'm having a lot of fun with it. So I think what we're going to try to do is make a little bit more ballsier moves, though, because the last thing I want is for the game to end, or for the series to end, because I just simply can't record with the lag anymore. So I think we're going to send that exploration ship, when it's done being constructed, we're going to send it up here to the World Destroyer project, take a look and see what we have up there. Maybe we'll try to hijack that and build a World Destroyer. And then I think we're going to launch an invasion on this planet here and just try to take it out from underneath them. I mean, I can't guarantee it's a good idea, but the last thing I want to do is have their enemies, the Harun Kal Confederacy. They've got enemies right now, a lot of them. And if those enemies come here and take this planet, I'm going to have an enemy right in the middle of my system. You can already see Sphere of Influence is starting to bleed into my system. I can't have that. So I'm going to have to take that planet back pretty much at all costs. And then what I'm going to do is take the first assault fleet, send it up here with this exploration ship, and then I'm going to start attacking pirate ships around this area here, and then probably eventually attack the pirate base. And what that'll do is that'll allow me to get a better reputation with the rest of the galaxy, as well as make my people happy because I have a better reputation with the rest of the galaxy for destroying pirates. So that is the plan for the future coming episodes. I want to thank you guys for joining me. I do hope that you enjoyed this episode, and I look forward to seeing you next time.